HL here, coming to you with another World of Warships Blitz video. In today's video, we will be breaking down an awesome match that took place on the cage map with the epicenter game mode in a battleship. Before we start the video, I just wanted to mention that questions asked by you guys in the comments of the previous videos will be answered either in the comments straight away, or it could be answered at the end of the next video, which there will be a question by a friend or subscriber, I'm not sure which, but there will be a question at the end of this video. So yeah, basically stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to know the answer to your question. Also, I wanted to point out that only 10% of you who are viewing these videos are subscribed. So if you are not subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. It will be greatly appreciated. Anyway, here's the build I use for my Roma. I just share the build first because many of you guys want to know the builds and test them out for yourselves. This will also be my last upload of 2020, so I just wanted to thank you guys for giving this channel an awesome year and also wish you guys Happy New Year for 2021. Basically, with all of that out of the way, let's dive into the replay. Alright, so here we have the matchmaking. As you can see, we are top tier in this situation, which is definitely a bonus because we don't have to worry about dealing with ships that are much stronger than us. This is also a match where there is a CV, so basically I want to be careful and not overextend so I don't get targeted by torpedoes and bombs from the planes. You can also see that there's no destroyers on either team, which is a good thing if you are a battleship player because you don't have to worry about the fact that torpedoes will come out of nowhere. The enemy team has 2 cruisers and I will be looking out for those 2 cruisers, and in the moment they show broadside, I will try to take them out as soon as possible. This is because taking out ships basically gives you points, so I want to take out any ship that I can instantly to get the points and give our team a ship advantage. The only tier 8 battleship on the enemy team is the Massachusetts. The other battleships are the Nagato, the West Virginia, and the Colorado, which means I am not too scared because I can easily deal with all 3 of them other than the Massachusetts, because the Massachusetts is going to be a little bit tough. But yeah, basically in this match you could say the Roma has a bit of an advantage. So let's roll the replay. As you can see, I'm spawning on the right side of the map. Basically what I like to do with epicenter is, if you don't know, epicenter is sort of like domination but with circles, and the more inside the circle is, the more points you gain for capturing it. So basically what I like to do is capture the outer ring first, and you will see in a while that I'll be pinging for my team to be asking them to group up, because if your ship split and you have like 3 ships in the outermost, 3 ships in the outer circle, 3 ships in the inner circle or inner ring, and 2 ships in the inner circle, it's not going to help you very much because the enemy just needs to capture the outer and inner rings by having a few more ships in them, and then basically you have no rings and you have no points. So basically my technique is to capture the outer ring first, as this will give you a steady source of points, and then start taking out the enemy and working towards the inner ring. Basically, if I spawn on the right side, what I like to do is ensure my guns point to the right and turn my ship in this way, so I can easily shoot towards the right hand side if I need to, or turn my ship around and shoot to the left if the left side of my team needs support. Here, the enemy Chappie decides to pop up and show me flat broadside, so I activate the typical Roma precise aim and rapid reload combo and take a shot at the Chappie, removing I think half its health in the process and getting a citadel. So this has definitely weakened the Chappie and given I think our team a slight advantage. The Massachusetts is deciding to show broadside, so I take a shot and I land 8 of them, which I didn't get all of them as penetrations, but at least it's still a fair amount of damage. Meanwhile, I'm pinging my team to capture the outer ring, as I don't want them to just break up and start running to the side, or we will start to not be able to gain points. The fact that the CV is not targeting me is quite surprising, so basically it's making it a little bit easier for me. Meanwhile, The enemy West Virginia has overextended, so he got taken out quite quickly. Now I am waiting for my guns to reload, and I have my eyes on the Chappie again because, as usual, he's popped out and is more or less showing broadside. You could say it's angled, but it's not exactly enough, though this version doesn't favor me this time, and I only land 2 hits, one of them being a full pen and the other being, I think, an overpen. Chapayev takes out our North Carolina because our NC was slightly overextended, but now we are even with 1 battleship down on each side, so it is not too bad as we are not in a disadvantage and the enemy doesn't have any particular advantage. Our team is starting to lose the inner ring because the North Cal died and no one's capturing the outer ring, but finally I think some enemy guy left the outer ring, so we are starting to get the ring. Massachusetts is giving me broadside, so I decide to hit Massachusetts and I get 8 shots. By the way guys, you don't always have to wait for the enemy to show broadside. Maneuvering into a strategic position will also give you a better chance at hitting broadside, which is definitely helpful for the team as it will force the enemy to either reposition or they will get smashed. I take out the Massachusetts, and now basically on this flank there's a Nagato and there's an Admiral Heeper as well as I think a Chapayev. Is that a Chappie? Yeah, I think it's a Chappie. And basically there isn't too much threat for me on this flank anymore because 1 battleship and 2 cruisers, the Roma, is definitely capable of handling that. I'm angled towards the Nagato, so the Nagato is not really able to hit me and I think his aim is also a little bit off. I see the Shokaku, decide to take a shot and hope I get lucky and get citadels, but unfortunately shooting a Shokaku that's facing towards me instead of broadsiding gives me penetrations but not citadels, so I am not able to wipe the Shokaku off the map. I'm turning my attention back to the cruisers as the Shokaku is moving out of range, and the Chappie is just out of the island, which is perfect so I can shoot Chappie. Activate the rapid reload because I want to instantly be able to throw another salvo and take out the Chappie so our team can gain the point. Chappie doesn't back out the way in time and my shell flips forward and instantly take it out. So basically I'm left with a Nagato and a Heeper. I'm starting to push into the inner ring because based on the number of ships left, I can see that there's a Heeper here which I can see very clearly, there's a Nagato on the outside, and the 3rd battleship is definitely not in the ring. So I decide to move into the ring and capture it so my team can gain points faster and I also get points for capturing. I get the flash zone, I've been in the ring for a really long time and I decide to take a shot at Nagato. As you can see, Nagato wasn't angled enough and I got really lucky, so I got 2 citadels. I'm starting to push towards the Nagato. Up to now I'm not really sure why the Nagato is starting to push forward instead of run away because fighting with a Roma or basically any ship that's a tier higher is not a very wise choice. Now I just got 2 citadels and I wiped the Nagato from the map instantly. The only ship that's left for me to fight is the Admiral Heeper, which I'm also not sure why he's rushing towards me. He could have chosen not to in the first place, but he's decided, screw it, let's rush the Roma. So I decided to take a good shot and I delete the Heeper instantly. Basically, you can see I am up to 102,000 damage, which certainly isn't something I see every day. So I'll say I got lucky, and playing carefully and strategically also gives you a tendency to get a higher score. Because our team played strategically, you can see that the enemy has basically lost because they were showing broadside and not being very strategic. So basically they got wiped off and they did not gain many points. The match ends and I get MVP. In my opinion, I basically feel Epicenter is a very fun mode, as we don't need more modes like base capture because that mode will basically be 2 teams sniping each other throughout the match, which I don't think is the most fun. Capturing points is a good kind of game mode because it forces players to move in and engage the enemy. I hope you guys saw the way I play, and I hope how I conveyed the information today is clear so you guys can understand it easily. By the way, For the guy who was asking about my Gneisenau build, I'll put it up on screen now. So this is my build. It's a secondary build, which I would say is what I like to use in the Gneisenau, as that's basically the kind of thing German ships do well. Though of course you could use a different build if you wanted to, but yeah, this is my build. And basically that's more or less it for the video. I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you guys enjoy it, don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel for more content in 2021. If you guys want me to talk about any ship or want to ask me any questions, don't forget to drop a question down in the comment section down below. Also, if you guys want to chat with me personally, check out my Discord, which is linked in the video description. That's all for now. I'm HL, and I'll see you guys next time.